Hello there. Welcome back to the Japans. And yeah, welcome back to our colony, Sjin. We're playing all the mods 10 mine colonies, Minecraft I think 1.21.1, and we're building a Japanese colony using the Spumantii style called Shogun. Last episode we upgraded our supply camp. We didn't get as much done as I really wanted to do, and that's why this episode is going to be progress super heavy, but we did get this building built. Today we're going to deck it out with all the machines we're going to need, and also we're going to see if we can build the tavern, give our colonists a place to sleep. Let's jump in. So I have with me, my dudes, a set of builder's goggles. Now these are pretty easy to make, and we're going to toss these on. Now I'm wearing like a leather cap, so we can get rid of that because it's a bit dumb. Now with the builder's goggles on, we're supposed to be able to see areas within the supply camp that are going to be replaced. However, these things are not exactly, yeah, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. But what we want to do is get the build tool, right click on the decorate or next to the decoration controller, and we're going to go into Decorations Supply Camp HQ, because that's what this building is. It's the HQ attached to the supply camp. Now once you line up the scroll with the one that's already over here, you'll be able to upgrade this to, I think this is level 1 at the moment. So we'll go to level 2, and you do get this overlay on top of the building. Now we can see what it looked like at level 3 and at level 4. And as you can see, most of the space inside here remains the same. And that's pretty cool. I guess this block of iron will get removed and so will that cake, but there's a lot of clear space inside here that we can start putting our stuff into. So we're going to do some things that are going to set us up to succeed with the series. Number 1, we need to make sure we get a place to put all of our stuff. We've got tons and tons of chests, and these are full of junk at the moment. We want to put all of this stuff in one consolidated place. Now, some of you guys, when you play Minecolonies, like to build warehouses and use those warehouses as like basically your own personal storage, but that can get tricky because we're going to gather a lot of things that the builders aren't going to use, and warehouse space is kind of coveted. So we're going to try and preserve as much warehouse space as possible and build our own computer system. Now, this isn't going to be too hard. Usually I'd make a meteorite compass, but I look at the map and what's this over here? Oh yeah, that's a meteorite. It's pretty close, so we're going to go and dig that up and get the bits we need to make a computer. We're also going to build a Paxel. This is like an all-in-one tool that makes everything easy, and we're going to use silent gear to make this. All we need is sticks and some template boards, and those are pretty simple to make. Just use a butcher's knife on some logs on a stone anvil, and a stone anvil is dirt and stone. Yeah, this is all stuff we can do. Now it's probably a good time for us to start putting all of the crafting bits and bobs, machines and crafting terminals inside our little base over here, and we have to split this up. So we're going to say this room over here on the right is the computer room. This is where storage happens. Okay, pretty simple. And this room over here, this is where the crafting gets done. So we'll start with the stone anvil, put some logs on this, like that, hit them with the iron knife. Oh yeah, there we go. Those will do for now. We've got loads and loads of template boards. With this, we can now make the Paxel blueprint. Boom, like that. It only has one use, but that should be fine. We're also going to make a tool rod template because that'll be pretty important. Now, all we do with the tool rod template, 2 bits of iron, makes us a rod, then the rod, the Paxel template, and a little bit more iron should get us, yeah, boom, the full iron Paxel. Amazing. Now we're going to augment this with a tip. So we want to make one of these tip upgrades using stone and paper. That's stuff we can do. So it's paper, it's stone, it's 2 template boards, and now we have the tip upgrade. And we want this so we can turn diamonds, and we do have some diamonds, we've got like a whole block, didn't we? But we only need the 1 diamond here. And we're going to use the tip upgrade with a diamond to make a diamond tip. Now, combine this with the Paxel, and we have an iron tool that has a diamond tip, which means it can dig like it's diamond. This is really good. Now also, here's another cool thing. We're going to make ourselves a couple of oak chests. We're going to put these down because we're using all the mods 10. And it'd be crazy of us to not take advantage of the quest system inside that. So we'll clear our backpack of all the things we don't need. The Paxel replaces all tools for us. Amazing. Now we're going to go into our quests menu. And I think we've done a fair few of these. So I'm going to press this button. And it's about to go crazy, guys. Oh, look at that. Look at that loot. Oh my god. Oh, so much stuff. I can't even carry it. And we're going to dump all of this into these chests. Oh man, and we're going to have to go through this loot to see what's actually really good, because I reckon we got some really good upgrades in here. So we got a pollen sieve, apparently some copper ore, a bunch of dyes, some blocks of copper, upgrade bases. They're going to come in handy for us making our backpack, so we'll take those out. We got 2 nature's compasses. Oh man, if I'd known, I probably could have got that without having to make that in episode 1. Got some venison, some demon dream fruit, some crazy stuff in there. What about this chest? Aha, stone to copper furnace upgrade. Well, that's not so great because we've already got copper furnaces. We've got an alchemy book from Chipped, unattuned augment from mystical agriculture. We'll take the iron, the redstone, that'll come in handy too. And, unbreaking, 3. Do you reckon we can put that on our iron Paxel? Let's give it a go. So we need to make an anvil, which shouldn't be too hard. We'll plunk this down, and again, we're going to put this inside our supply camp because, yeah, that's where things are going to go. Oh man, such amazing progress. So again, a massive thank you for watching and keeping up with this series. It's really awesome to read your guys' comments about what you love about Japan and the things you want to see from this series. But yeah, I'll come back to that in a sec because we are going to add this to our iron Paxel, Unbreaking 3. Boom. Now we're going to keep this Paxel and keep rolling with the upgrades. What we could do is make a repair kit, so we could look at that. Repair kit, and we could probably make a sturdy repair kit. Oh yeah, this is going to be really helpful. I remember, like previously I've spent whole episodes devoted to Silent Gear tools, and this episode we're just storming through it, getting as much done as possible because I want to get on with the colony, and all of this background stuff is, well, it's got to be done, but it's not really what we're about. We're about the colony, and this is just the stuff we need to get going. But when I ask you guys about it, you're always of 2 minds. Some of you guys want to see absolutely everything, and that's kind of cool, but it does mean episodes will be like 2 hours long, and a lot of you guys will just find it boring. So finding the right mix can be a bit tricky sometimes. There we go. The sturdy repair kit. We can pump this full of iron, like so. Let's just put the rest of these iron ingots in there. And now we have something to repair our Paxel with, so it's never really going to break. And this is just really good for us going forwards now. We've got tools sorted. I could also make armor, but we're going to hold off on that because I want to make a cool set of samurai armor because, hey, it's feudal Japan, my bros, and we want to look like samurai. Anyway, I'm going to go and grab the other bits we're going to need to go out and grab that meteorite. So we've got ourselves a building gadget as well. These are very easy to make. Redstone and lapis we had, an iron for shears and ingots, and it's very simple. We've got one of those. We're also going to need a charging station to charge it, and we're going to make one of these iron generators as a way to get power. If we put this next to the charging station, it should charge it without us needing cable. Okay, let's get about making these things, but again, this is all super simple, and we've got the materials for all of it. Now again, up to the crafting room. So we're going to put the stuff that needs power, I think probably over here. Yeah, why not? So, number 1, the iron generator. Then the charging station right next to it. We're going to need to put a burnable in here. So why not use coal? Coal's a good thing to do. It's making energy, and is the energy go... Oh yeah, look at this. So the charging station is automatically charging. We'll plonk in the cut and paste gadget, but it looks like we could have just put coal in here as well, and that'll kind of burn up and make some fuel. Very cool. I'm not quite sure which one of these is more efficient as well. When you're looking at mods, the different types of power generators always have like different efficiencies. There'll be like one iron generator that makes loads of power, but uses no coal, and there'll be one generator that's just terrible. So not all power generators are created equal, but this should be good. This is going to put us in a good place. But there we go, we'll wait until it gets to about 500,000, that should be enough for what we want to do, which isn't very much at all. And boom, locked and loaded, that's close enough. Let's head on over to this meteorite and dig up everything we need. Oh man, a computer in this episode, plus some other stuff. So off we go to the meteorite, my dudes. See you in a second. Aha, here it is. Look at this bad boy. Amazing. Okay, let's pillage it for all the things we need. Now, we don't have to worry about leaving this place neat and tidy because, oh my god, this place is a mess already. So we can use Ultimine and dig up the Skystone. Amazing. And even more. Thank you very much. And now what we're looking to do is we're looking for some flawless... Oh no. Yes, okay, so there's one. What we want to do, what you want to find inside these meteorites is flawless budding crystals. We're going to remove the crystals that are on top for now. There we go. Very good. Then we'll pop that gravel, break the mysterious cube because inside here are all of these templates that we need to make a computer. Very good. And now what you want to do is preserve the flawless budding Certus quartz. If you're lucky, you'll get like 6 or 7 of these. If you're really unlucky like us, there'll only be 1. But using the building gadget, so set it to cut, we hold shift and right click on the block we want. There we go. Now when we press cut, we have 1 flawless block of Certus quartz ready to go. Now you can move away from this, and when you go back to your cut and paste gadget, it'll still be there. So you don't need to worry about that. And the rest of this stuff, it's all just trash, basically. So we can dig it all up and get the Certus quartz we're going to need. Amazing. We might need a bit more Skystone, so we'll get a bit more. And I reckon we're good to go. Let's slash home. Oh man, super quick, super efficient. So next up begins the long and arduous process of making a computer. And if you've done this before, you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing and do want to know, check out Feed the World, because there's an episode where we build the computer, but it's pretty simple and kind of not. You build loads of inscribers, you put these inscriber presses inside the inscribers, and you make the bits you need to get a computer. But again, we're focusing on Minecolonies, and I don't want to get bogged down with showing you guys every little step. So I'm going to do this and come back to you once we have our computer. So a little bit of time later, my dudes, and check it out. We've got a bit of like a computer machine shop going on in here. I had to build a metallurgic infuser and an enrichment chamber, because that's how we're turning the quartz blocks we have into nether quartz, and thank you to the supply camp for giving us those quartz blocks. Very cool. The iron generator is feeding the energy cube that is distributing the power over here to these inscribers. These are making things like calculation circuits, all of this stuff we're going to need to build a computer. And to help us work out which item goes where, we've got item frames above it that show us what's what. Very cool. And last but not least, we've got this copper furnace over here with an augment factory still hooked up to that generator over there. We've got a barrel on top, and this has got a hopper upgrade that means it automatically pushes items down into the furnace. Very cool. This cobblestone gets turned into stone. Whatever you want to smelt, you can put it in the top here. And at the bottom, we get cooked stone. And this is what we've been doing with the Certus quartz dust that we've been getting to turn it into silicon. Okay, and these are all the things we're going to need to build a computer. Very cool. So we're going to put the computer, the controller, right here. That's hooked up to power, and yeah, it's charging. Now we need to do the bits and bobs that are going to make this a workable computer. No, wait, that's an ugly place. Let's put it somewhere else. There we go, up there. That's going to be much easier to access. So we got the computer in position. Now what we want is a terminal. So it's here. We want the crafting terminal, because why would you want a regular terminal? Let's make a crafting terminal. That's way cooler. We'll need a regular terminal, calculation processor. Kind of got all this stuff. Illuminated panels are iron. Oh no, glowstone? Where are we going to get glowstone from? Am I going to have to go to the nether? You know what? It looks like I might, but hang on a sec. There's some obsidian over here. We can just dig some of this up and rebuild this nether portal. So the ME terminal, this combined with the calculation processor and the crafting table gets us the ME crafting terminal. Perfect. And with the ME crafting terminal, we have a way to access the computer. Okay, this is all really cool, but it's getting way too tech. So I'm just going to go through, I'm going to make a whole bunch of sophisticated storage drawers and barrels and things, chests to store stuff, and we're going to hook it up to the computer with the ME terminal. And I'll come back to you guys in a minute, because we've been way too tech this episode, and I want to get onto Minecolonies. I want to do some Minecolonies buildings. Okay, my dude, so fast forward to the future, and the computer is all set up. Take a look at this. Oh my god, so we used birch barrels. These are iron sophisticated storage barrels. On the roofs and above, this is loads and loads of storage space, and if we need more, we can upgrade those barrels to diamond ones, or even beyond. But this is a lot of storage space going forwards, and it's all hooked up to the computer using a storage bus. But to cut a long story short, we now have computer storage. Amazing. It took me forever to get this set up. It's never easy, never simple building a computer, but it's well worth it because it's the best premium storage in a mod pack like this. So yeah, now what we should be able to do is use the ME crafting terminal here. It's pink, which, you know what, I don't mind. And we should be able to put all of our stuff inside here. Really good. Amazing. Oh, this is so powerful going forwards. There's some things we're going to want to keep on our person, like all this stuff. But yeah, now we have massive storage. So I'm going to go and grab the stuff from my chests and get all this stuff moved over here. Okay, and the last of the stuff to go into the computer, and we're almost good to go. Yeah, oh! All of these barrels are, well, most of them are full up. In fact, yeah, we'll have to find a place to put down our Easy Villagers iron farm, because we dug that up. We dug up the remainder of the copper furnaces, and now everything from over there is cleared out, except the bed. We'll have to move the bed inside here as well, of course. Because this is our camp, right? This is where we live. And here we go. I reckon right here is a good spot for a bed. So yeah, respawn point set, and everything is moved over. Amazing. So our player HQ is really starting to take shape, and that is amazing news. Next step, we're going to do another Minecolonies building because, oh my god, let's get back to the colony. Now I've got the tavern from the computer, but before we build this, I'm going to right click, go to decorations, and we're going to take a look at what the roads look like in this pack. So it won't be decorations actually, it's going to be infrastructure. And we're not looking for avenue, which is a bit more like a big road. We're going to look for the regular roads. And yeah, we'll go straight, because that's a good place to start. So the road is made of what looks to be a combination of stone, brick, and deep slate. So I'll remember that. Those are the things we need to get to build the roads. But let's consider where we're going to put this. So if we put it here, that's going to fit quite nicely. There's a bit of overhang here from the HQ, but I think that's okay. So with the road here, let's see if we can put the tavern somewhere nice and snug, because as we've said before, we want to keep this town a lot more condensed than our usual builds. Usually what I like to do is space buildings out so you can get lots and lots of decorations in between. But honestly, one of the signature features about a Japanese town is how close the buildings are together. Oh no! Oh, Milena Darkholme, the courier slain by a spider. Oh, it's raining. Honestly, it feels like when it starts to rain, the monsters really do come out, and there's nothing we can do. Oh my god, Liadus, our builder as well? Oh. So I did say we were going to try and work on security. Oh my god. What is going on? Where are these guys coming from? Our entire colony just got wiped out by a spider, because they're all hanging around over here. Yeah, honestly, this is why we need to build a tavern. So when you have a tavern, if your people around your colony have nothing to do, they'll usually come to the tavern and hang out there. That's going to be a much safer space for us to work with, and it's going to give our colonists a lot of protection. Oh my god, your mom Dale. I didn't even know they were in the colony. Okay, alright, so it is sunset. Okay, we can sleep now. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, what a day. What a day of days. Go on, get out of here. It's daytime now, you scumbag. Oh, this is a zombie villager. Oh my god. So we have some options for security as well, but we'll look into those once we get the tavern down. Now we're going to have to find the front door. That can be trickier than it looks. Honestly though, oh yeah, without a doubt, this is the front door to the tavern. So we're going to flip this 180. So the tavern looks amazing. This is only level 1 as well, which is really good news. We're going to maneuver it so the front door is directly outside my player house front door because, and this is kind of selfish, I want to be able to walk straight from my house to the pub without having to, you know, go any further. So this area here looks absolutely perfect. It's going to lean out a little bit over here, as you can see, but we can tidy that up as well. That's not going to be a problem at all. This looks like a great place for the tavern, so let's get it in position. But before we do, let's take a look at what it does look like at level 3, because I think this thing is going to be a real beast. Honestly, Tavern is one of those like iconic signature builds that most styles usually go all out to make look amazing. Oh my god, yeah, and Spumantii is no different. The tavern really does look amazing in the Shogun style. So we'll go back down to level 1, tick the box, and let's prepare the area ready for our builder. Now before we do, let's take a quick look. What are the build requirements? Ah, bamboo slabs. So it is good that we've got that bamboo on the grow. A little bit of acacia and birch, but that's why we built our little kind of forest. And of course the cobblestone flat extra shingles. No worries. A black bed, that won't be a problem either. We'll need to kill a squid to go and get some black ink. But everything else, super simple, amazing. Oh no, ooh, oh my god, no, run! Whew, okay, right, so one thing with Minecolonies comes with built-in creeper protection. Basically, if you're inside the lines of your village, where's a good way to show this? Yeah, you see that red line around our colony? If you're within that boundary, creeper explosions won't damage terrain. Oh my god, look at all those deaths. Oh, it's like a massacre over here. But that's good to know. A little bit of creeper protection is very welcome. So we're going to use our Paxel to clear out some of these cherry trees, the cherry blossoms. Clear out the grass as well, because this will get in the way massively. Oh no, wait, of course, there is one thing we are missing. Our builder died. Oh my god, again. So we're going to have to hire a new one. So who have we got in the colony now? We've still got Evibex, but this one's Evibex B. We've got Haltermine Bailey and Sakura Baby. Now this is actually crazy. For some reason, Evibex has come to the colony and she's got massive dexterity, massive strength. Her stats for being a builder as well are pretty good. So that's really good news. We'll get her over here. Here you go, Evie Bex. I'm going to give you the materials, craft some up with the Architect's Cutter, and let's watch the tavern go up. So the tavern build is underway, and this is quite a big building, so I imagine it's going to take the builder quite some time to complete. But why is the tavern important for our colony? Well, the tavern does two things. Number one, it acts as 4 player houses for a level 1 building, and that's really efficient. But not only that, it acts as a place where colonists can come and hang out, and it's way safer than wandering around in the woods getting railed by skeletons. Another very important thing that happens at the tavern is basically you get guests that arrive at the colony, and you can come over here and select from these guys that are visiting the colony and maybe recruit them if they have good stats. Now, they're not cheap. Getting colonists this way is expensive, but the flip side is they usually come with some really good stats. Either way, a tavern is an essential build, I think, pretty early on for your colony. So the building itself looks really cool. Again, it looks like the standard for level 1 building is buildings made out of birch braced with acacia planks. And I've never been a really big fan of acacia, but I think Spumantii makes it work really well, and I think it definitely suits the Japanese aesthetic. The acacia bars for the windows look really awesome. And again, as we come around and he begins work on the rooftops, these cobblestone shingles really do have a really unique and distinct look. And what's even better is this building is only level 1. You can be forgiven for thinking that this is a level 3 building, because honestly, the buildings at level 1 in the Shogun style do look super amazing. You can tell a lot of thought and attention has gone into these builds, and honestly, that's what puts these style packs above the others, in my opinion. But yeah, here we go, the fireworks go up, and the build is complete. This is a really strong build. Very happy with how this turned out. Well, here we are, my dudes. Looks pretty amazing. Let's take a look inside and meet some of these new people who've arrived. So here we go, konnichiwa, mother truckers. Outside we have Jeffrey Demon Lord. He is a guest here at the tavern, and as you can see, we could hire this guy if we want to. It's going to cost us 9 honeycombs if we do. That's pretty expensive, but his stats are pretty good. This is better than you'll get from a regular random dude who arrives. His mana's pretty good, his stamina's pretty good, adaptability. He'd actually make a great builder. So there's a choice. We've got Evie Bex over here. She's a regular villager that we already have, but like I said, the colonists come over here to kind of hang out, and honestly, why wouldn't you? There's alcohol, and it's free. Now also check this out. Oh yeah, it's Bit's baby. So we've had a baby on the colony, and curiously enough...
Just need some malt vinegar.
Fish and chips, that's not very Japanese. But yeah, we've had a baby, and curiously enough, his name is Bit's baby, which kind of fits. Now, I didn't even know that babies could be born at the tavern. I didn't think that was possible, but it might be a new change. Who knows? We've got Uncle Akazuki over here, and let's see what your stats are. Oh yeah, 5 diamonds, but his stats are pretty good. We're not going to hire any of these guys yet because we don't need new dudes just yet. Let's go and take a look at the bedrooms over here. Oh yeah, now these are very Japanese. Loving it. Now I'm a bit unsure about the footpaths as the flooring, but you know what, maybe it works. Double bed over here. Pretty awesome. So that's really good news. We've got the tavern in place. We're well on the way to becoming a real Japanese village. Now before we end the episode, the one big thing I said we'd do last episode was look into security over here on the colony. And one of the best ways you can look after your dudes in all the mods 10 is by putting down a torch. That means monsters won't spawn. You might know what I'm talking about, you might not, but if you do know what I'm talking about, yeah, it's the mega torch. It's not too tricky to make, but we are missing a little bit of gold. So let's see what kind of gold we have in our computer. We've got some raw gold here. If we can get the hammer, there it is, our copper hammer still lying around. Turn this into dust. We'll get 10. We can smelt this up in our automatic smelter. Very good. How much iron have we got while that thing was building? Wow, yeah, over a stack. So we'll take that out, and the poppies too, might as well, and put those in the computer. We'll turn half of these into dye because, yeah, red dye is just good to have. We'll grab up that gold. 4 should actually be enough. And we're looking to make the mega torch. So we want another block of gold. Thank you very much. And I think, yeah, that's everything. So the mega torch prevents natural spawning of hostile monsters in a big radius around the torch. I think that's going to be about 64 blocks in all directions. So we're going to try and keep this quite central. If the town hall is over there and our tavern is over here, I think somewhere in between, right next to this nether portal, is going to be the one. Yeah, bam. I think this is probably quite an ideal place for us. This is going to protect our dudes from all the threats that could come at them. I think at least. We could still get monsters that come up from below or wander in from the sides. You never know. So I'm just going to kill some llamas because there's one more thing I want to do before we end the episode. I told you I wanted to get geared up this episode, and the last thing we want to do is probably usually the first thing you should do in a modded Minecraft playthrough. We're going to make ourselves a backpack. We'll need that leather for sure, and the leads will come in handy as well. So let's take a look. Backpack, and it shouldn't be too hard to make. Just a regular backpack, and we're missing some string. And 1 bit of leather. I think zombie flesh can come in. Don't have any zombie flesh. Oh, it's not called zombie flesh, that's why it's called rotten flesh. So we can use the zombie flesh if we can make ourselves a drying basin, but I think we can. Yeah, there is a drying basin from Integrated Dynamics. Very simple to make. We'll put this over in our crafting area next to the stone anvil. Put the rotten flesh inside the drying basin and it becomes leather. Amazing. That should be all the leather we need. Now we'll go grab the cotton we need for the string and make a backpack. Into the computer with this string, and I think that should be everything. Am I correct or am I incorrect? No, yeah, that's it. Everything. Boom, the backpack. Very cool. We can also upgrade this if we want to an iron backpack. Why not? The stage after this is gold, which is a bit expensive and we're out of gold bars, but that's fair enough. The iron backpack is still very strong. Now we're also going to dye it because why would you not? And we're going to go for red dye because everything on the colony is kind of being a bit red or white. Actually, no, let's use a white backpack. I think a white backpack would be very cool. Oh yeah, that looks way better. Let's put this bad boy on. Oh yeah, and once you assign a key, you can open it up very simply. That's given us loads more storage space. And it also looks pretty swanky, if I do say so myself. Oh yeah, very amazing. So my dudes, a massive thank you for watching this episode. We got a computer built inside our player house, the camp. We also moved all our stuff over and got some simple machines set up. We got a backpack now, that's pretty cool. We've got a Paxel through Silent Gear that's upgraded to diamond level. Honestly, we've done so much this episode. We've also built the tavern, which, as Kaito will agree, is a very important thing for the village, isn't it?
A village without sake is like a tree whose roots do not reach water.
Absolutely. Another bartender. Wait, we don't have a bartender. Well, never mind. So, Kaito, speak to me your words of wisdom.
Warm sake in hand. Steam rises with soft whispers. Night fades into peace.
I'll drink to that. Now, I don't have any sake, but I imagine we have Sushi Go Crafting, so there might be some sake in the mod pack. If not, it might be time to add a mod that lets us have some sake, because honestly, we can't have a Japanese village without What the hell? So rude. Oh my god, these colonists are getting very belligerent, Kaito.
The people have spoken and they want sake.
Well, anyway, next episode, what I'm going to do is fill in some holes around the colony, dig up some trees, and we're going to look into getting as many buildings as we can next episode down. I want to get production started on trees, I want to get a warehouse, maybe a farm. Who knows? But from me and Kaito, thank you for watching, and take care.